Hi, I'm Bella. I'm actually inviting you to become Reiki 1 attuned. A Reiki attunement is opening your energetic field and chakras or your energy centers up to receive universal life force 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of your life. I do 4-hour workshops for busy people. Becoming attuned at a Reiki 1 level is for self and for self healing. To feel more present, if you suffer with anxiety or insomnia, it may help because we clear the energy field. We take a lot of the worry out that's from others, and it also allows you to follow your intuition a little bit better. So, yeah, you feel grounded, much more present, and able to hear, listen, and feel your intuition or your intuitive bodies talking to you. So, I look forward to your attunement and becoming attuned with me, and we'll do that on the new moon. So, I'll see you there. BellaKatrina.com or join the conversation on Facebook/Bella Katrina. I'll talk to you then. Bye.
I know that it's worked for me because I recently applied for a permanent position at my role, and I didn't actually get the position. But knowing that I didn't get the position, I normally would have felt really rejected and depressed and had anxiety, even knowing that it wasn't the workplace that I wanted to be at. I still would have gone into all of that and internalized it, but instead I actually didn't have any negative emotions at all. I didn't get any anxiety. I just was completely unaffected and still felt happy and peaceful and went about my everyday and look forward to my new role.
Excellent. And you're excited about doing Reiki 2?
I'm very excited about doing Reiki 2.
Because you notice a difference with Reiki 1.
Yeah, I noticed a massive difference with Reiki 1.
And handling anxiety, stress.
Oh, I don't feel like I get anxiety.
Oh, look out. That's good, isn't it?
It's very good.
Well, thank you, Carolina, for sharing. And we can't wait to see you again after your Reiki 2.
Thanks.
Keep posted, everyone.
Hi, Gemini, and welcome. It's Bella Katrina here. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before, and thank you for subscribing if you already have. So I do enjoy connecting through your comments, and it really makes a difference. There's a crystal grid of light that I'm working with. Well, you are, and I'm there too, but it's really with the angels and the Ascended Masters, Mary Magdalene, Paul the Venetian, and Jesus. So I know that they were here helping me with creativity and teaching and but I had no idea that they were creating a crystal grid of light. So it's probably, Jesus says to me, there's more happening than you could possibly imagine. We just have to get out of our mind and allow this journey to be outstanding. Because this is it. This is humanity going to see it at its worst and humanity at its best. It's your choice, and you have to choose right now. So let's have a look. We've got the romance angels. We've got crystal angels. Jesus has a message for you. The butterflies are here, Gaia, and we're going to do a snapshot, see what's going on in your heart chakra for romance. So we're looking at the body, physically, letting go and releasing any unforgiveness. And we're looking at the soul connection to your body. And then we're looking at the spirit connection to your soul. So we're going straight to spirit, straight to creator, and bringing it down through your soul into your body, into your heart. And there Jesus appears. So it's like the Father brings his Son. But I found it through frequency. So I have a personality that likes to prove things wrong, and that's the way I go about it. So I do it properly. And so when, I was introduced from Saint Germain as well, the purple flame, so the violet flame, I used it for a 4-day vigil, day and night, and did the mantras and chanting. And then I got work to do the crystal grids of Gaia and unhook, going to call it yuck yuck, but where ceremonies had taken place from, Satan's children. Had to undo it, unplug it. So we're going to look here. There's a first message I got also was quiet time is needed. You don't get much solitude. You need solitude at this time because your body's changing physiologically as the planet's ascending, and there's a lot going on. And the other thing was your elimination process. So an affirmation for that, if you're having heartburn or constipation and anything like that, is I take in, absorb, assimilate, and eliminate with ease and grace. And chanting that creates a vibration and soothes your body instead of what you're probably already saying, I don't have enough time, I can't get this done. It's like that actually creates the cells of your body a reaction. So be careful about that and letting go of anything that no longer serves you. A message to Gemini from Jesus: be of good comfort. Your faith has made you whole. So these are the ones, like he's saying, lots of you have made the choice. You've made the choice of where you're going and who you're with, right? Because he who is not with me is against me. So there's a default mechanism here. If you don't make a choice, there's a default. If you don't choose peace, harmony, unconditional love, heaven, Jesus, your creator, you have to confess with your mouth and choose it. If you don't, it's automatic where you're going. So you need to research that and find out, where is my soul going? So that goes to your soul. We're bypassing that and going straight to spirit. For Gemini, for a healing here today. So there's a message of, asking Jesus for faith, more faith if you don't have it. Because I do, I go, I need faith, Jesus, that this is all true. And because your mind actually has to expand. And that's why you need the solitude at the moment. Hard to get away from people, he's saying. They find it hard to detach from people's energy. Being alone. Thinking of you. A loving thought, serendipity. This is a message from the Gaia cards to get outside in nature and get the sunshine on you, because that's actually food for us. The sun is food, can make you feel better, has certain vitamins in it. But Jesus has been showing it actually has information, because light, you've got to start thinking light is information. And you're the light carrier. And you actually transform that light into love through your heart. Isn't that amazing? But this is your God consciousness. This is your creator, and this is your third eye they're showing me. So God is in your third eye, Father, if you like. This card is confirmation that someone you have been thinking of is also thinking of you. It may be someone who has passed away, or a living friend, family member, or loved one. So we're doing a reading here on love and romance, right? So this is like in the spirit. So there's a spirit, and then you bring it down into the soul, right? The intention, if you like, and bring it into your body, and then you say it verbally. That's really what we do in the Soulmate Reiki activation. So if you'd like to get activated and integrated into a new vibration. Our thoughts and feelings are energy frequencies or wavelengths that transcend space and time. We all transmit and receive information through our thoughts and feelings. It makes no difference whether someone is near or far, alive or passed away. We are subconsciously in constant communication with those we think about and love. Having heard this, you probably imagine your thoughts travelling through space and time. However, in actuality, nothing really travels anywhere. This is because energetically or spiritually there is no separation in the first place. We are all interconnected and ultimately one, eternally held within an ocean of divine love. The great cosmic ocean of life is as vast and endless as we can imagine it to be, and at the same time it can be smaller than the smallest particle. So this is worrying about, this is you on the micro, right? Not wanting to change the world so much, but only wanting to heal yourself. So they're just showing me that in a past reading I mentioned dissemination of information. Sorry, I got Jesus here. He's the wordsmith. So I can say things I don't even know. So I might have to look some up. But it was about you distributing and, information, I remember. So I hope you are getting your thoughts on paper and learning to think on paper. And you could channel, so this is also automatic writing, that if you can bypass your mind in that, see, when you just write and it comes out on the page. So you could ask a question, right? So you could ask a question like whatever you want to know, and then you just start writing the answer. And then afterwards come back and read it and think. But this is like you could get messages from loved ones and also your creator. You could actually get messages. I mean, what's called automatic writing. That's something needing to practice or have a look at if that actually... Sometimes you've got a writer's fork in your palm, if you know you have one of those, or that you've always collected stationery. So they're showing me now, and I say they, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and all the angels, got the romance angels next for you. But they're just starting to think of things that you enjoyed in childhood. Like, what did you love to do? Did you collect stamps or coins? Did you play soccer or baseball? Did you talk to the fairies in nature down by the ocean? Or did you collect cicadas? Not me. Remember the cicadas were really loud? So I don't know why these both flipped out, but I think this is your choice, this is your choice. Codependency or honeymoon, right? So that's like the same old, being stuck in the matrix, getting the same energy, the same pattern in the loop over and over and over. And that's what all the frequency and TV, they're saying stop watching TV. It actually creates the loop. But we have an opportunity now to break and trajectory out. So you're needing help if you're there. Codependency means you're putting somebody else's reality before your own, becoming more important than your own. And then, or you've chosen to go, yes, dear God, I believe you sent your only begotten Son. I believe he died on the cross for my sins, and I believe he rose on the third day. And I ask you to send him into my heart right now to help me release all unforgiveness from my heart and mind. I renounce Satan and I choose Jesus. My dog just went off at that. Because this is satanic. This doesn't exist in the fifth dimension. This does not exist in heaven. Codependency, because we're full. We don't need to go and get it from somebody else. So if you're needing help with that, touch base, because I've got activations and integration therapy, and it's amazing, gone to a whole different level. We're still going to do a snapshot here for you with the romance angels, because we want to know what's going on, don't we, for the next 4 weeks for Gemini, because they're showing me some of you have friendships around that could turn to love, friendships turning to love, because you're more relaxed in a friendship environment, because intimacy is going to need to be practiced. And this is where, when you call Jesus into your heart and you give him your unforgiveness and you declare your sins, you've got to get your passport, right? So just pretend you're going to heaven and you've got to get your passport. You can't have any unforgiveness on your passport, so it has to be stamped by Jesus. So you have to release any unforgiveness to him and ask him to help you. Then you go through customs and you declare your sins, anything you feel guilty or shameful about. Once you do that, the devil can never use it in your face, and neither can anybody else living. Isn't that amazing? It's gone forever. So you forgive anyone who's wronged you, and then Jesus forgives you for everything, no matter what. And then it's clean slate. How unreal. You're free. It's a get out of jail card free for Gemini. And then it's safe for you to be loved, because you broke the pattern, the healing of the family issue. Right? You broke the pattern, you got the trajectory out, but it haunts you still, something around you at the moment. So that's like having to say no to even a family member if they're toxic, if they're narcissistic. Right? Just being really strong, going, I am with the Father. He's my Father. right? And I chose this family and this mother and father to do this, to clear this. But look at me, I'm just a little child and I didn't really know much. But the angels are with you, so you do need to know that this is safe for you to do it, and it's happening now in your soul, message from your soul, that it's all timed and there was a contract and you said yes, you would do that. So needing some solitude, definitely, so you can hear your own heart. This is you having heart-to-heart conversations with yourself. This is like, heart, tell me, what could I do to make you happy today? Dear heart, and you put your hands on your heart, tell me, what would just really make you happy right now? What else do you need to feel love? What could I do for you to feel more loved? So you feel more loved. And maybe you don't get it at the same time, right? That's just the download. And then the upload comes maybe at an aha moment. Maybe you're presented with something. That's what I found. I got nothing. I was like, I'm not getting anything. This doesn't work. My heart's not talking to me. But then it's revealed. And you know how you know? It's like, I saw this girl with these roller skates on that I had when I was little, and they were beautiful green, and they had the four. Anyway, it was just like my heart jumped out when I have to get them. It was like, that was my heart. I thought, wow, I can't wait till I start talking to my inner child. I'll be in trouble. But here you are doing the same thing. So it's your heart and your inner child. So it's like the CEO of the company is your heart, and your inner child is the managing director. So you have conferences, let's have a chat. Do you feel safe here? You want a relationship here where your inner child feels safe and secure, and nothing will be brought up and put in their face, right? Nothing from the past slap guilt on you. This pattern is being broken by you, so well done. It's not an easy time for you, but if you don't slow down, you won't understand what's going on because you can't get the guidance. And once you do and you decide, there's an upgrade in your career because of your tenacity. There's a salute to you around that. And also because you have let your health go for others. So this is a big call here, a wake-up call for your health, putting yourself first, right? Slowing down a little bit in your mind so your body can catch up. So you don't have those sniffles or that indigestion or those niggling health issues that nobody knows about except for Bella, because Jesus tells her. So healing is really your immune systems, because you just don't want to get sick, because of nice times coming up for you where your heart's going to feel safe and your inner child's going to be happy. And there's forgiveness here. And then you clearly decide what it is that you want so that it comes to you now. So if I could recommend anything, I would recommend Soulmate Reiki, because that's what we do. We go into what do you want? It's a full workshop, and it works, right? Because we get really clear. We send a soul call out as well and do an attunement and activation. So it changes your frequency. And Jesus is saying anybody that wants to do that, there's already a partner there. That's why you want to do it. So if you've got the inkling to do it, that's why, because the partners are ready. Because I was thinking, how do you get the partners ready so fast, and how does that all happen? Because I'm looking at frequency and I'm talking about energy with Jesus. So he said, no, they're already ready. We just get the frequency of the partner up, because he wants you to fall in love. How cool is that? So somebody's for us, not against us. Everything that is done by the other side has been against us all our lives. So that's what waking up is, and saying very soon, it's coming to you as soon as you decide. This card asks you, what do you want? And demands very clear and specific answers, just like putting your order in at a restaurant. The universe has been listening to your thoughts and feelings about your love life and has brought you what you asked for. When you complain about what's served to you, it's only because you placed an unclear order. As soon as you are perfectly straightforward about what it is you desire, it comes to you. Upon the wings of angels in an instant. You drew this card because it's time for you to clear and be honest with yourself and formulate your requests with faith and optimism. Trust your feelings and make decisions for yourself about what's best for you. And when you get that attunement in the soulmate, it's actually a frequency thing that'll make you feel safe to actually self-heal. There's a frequency goes and heals your body physically, and then you actually have to, unplug from the matrix, because look, this is a soulmate. This is not somebody, I was just going to say, let me have a look. And it happens quite quickly, right? Decision time, Gemini. Which way am I going to go? How funny. There's your twins. There's your one way and the other. One of you and then the other half. It's hard, really hard to balance. You know what I mean by that, for sure. So that's why it's like taking off one of the masks that doesn't suit you, or toning it down and actually putting yourself first, the real you. Let the real you step out, and then reconciliation is here for you. So I was just going to ask here, oh, was it this life? And I got deception, so it's no. It's not anyone from this life. Sorry, I forgot what I was asking. This is reconciliation with a soulmate, right? So it's been written in your soul contract. That's why they were talking about the body, the soul, and the spirit for some reason, because this is a contract. And if you're talking to spirit, you're ready, saying, ready, I'm ready for this contract to come in, because our codes are, our DNA is awakening. We're going from 2-strand to 12-strand DNA. So it's physiological, says Jesus. Another good word, new word for Bella. To look that up. This card indicates that an ex-lover from a past life may be entering your life. The first one, see, we do that in past life. This is past life for me, so I'm not even reading it like that. They're not letting me read it, because it's not this meaning. This is... This soulmate comes in to show you how far you've come, and as a reward for your choice. So this, you can see that you're not as triggered, and you're more mellow, and you're calmer, and it feels much better, and it's very familiar, and it goes quite easily. You know those relationships I even hear about a lot with after the soulmate Reiki, it was just like we sat next to each other on the plane, and then we're inseparable ever since. Or one guy, I went to a party and then we were the last ones, gathering at a friend's place, and we were the last ones to leave, and then he asked me to go to coffee, and then 3 weeks later we moved in, but we were inseparable from that day. So when the codes go off, so to speak, and it's time. Open your heart to love, Gemini. Love your inner child, because when your inner child's happy and your heart has no unforgiveness or guilt or shame, you're so much easier to be around, right? You're like this. You're happy on the honeymoon, floating, and then you're free for your imagination to come through. That's why they talked about your inner child when I first caught on, because of what did you like doing when you were a child, and doing artistic work. You're very, very creative, Gemini, very creative. You could be musical, you could be artists. I see a lot of you that your self-expression needs to have an outlet. So it could be music, could be painting, could be writing, could be joining a class, it could be reading more books on the subject that you enjoy, or you could learn energy management with Bella and teach people that, or communicate how to clear, balance, ground and protect and heal your energy. I've got new cards here. They're crystal angels, and they're from Doreen Virtue. So we're going to have a message of what one is for Gemini at the moment. So you're not doing too bad. You just must make the right decision based on your heart and your inner child. So they have to be in the conversation, So you can't have a relationship where your inner child doesn't feel safe or isn't having fun. I get fun. You need more fun. Chirite, spiritual protection. See, gone to the spiritual protection. So now if you make a soul, you align with your soul contract. That's amazing. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. There's your heart healing right now. Breathe that in. This is a healing for you right now. And it's called Chirite. And just breathe that in, because your heart's going to fly. You've got spiritual protection, so you're taking down from the soul. And look, increased support at the soul level. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. So this is not what you're not good at, is receiving. You're better at giving and offering information and offering advice. But this is for you to receive advice from your creator. Wow, we're still going here. We've got a message here from the butterflies. For Gemini, they're saying just open it. Can you believe that? Hobbies. Yep. On to you. We're on to you. They said just open it. How funny. Normally I knock and shuffle but you know, I'm getting out of the way and just letting any messages come through. So that's in receptive mode. Got to get into receptive mode. How are you spending your free time, dear one? When you're going through life changes, hobbies can provide a stress outlet and meaningful foundation. Your card is guiding you to invest in these pursuits as a way to relax, learn, and enjoy yourself. You love to stay busy, and these interests bring fun into your hectic life. Sorry, I have to turn the page. Hobbies can be productive as many people turn them into careers. So imagine that you have unlimited time, energy, and money available for a hobby. Whoa, I just saw people sailing, going on the water, buying boats. What's the first one that comes to mind? That's your inner truth. And there's always a way to make it work on any budget and any schedule. Joining a group related to your hobby is a wonderful way to make new friends who can be there for you during the next part of your life. Any change, even a positive one, can be stressful, but with playful outlets like hobbies and good friends, it can feel purposeful and joyful. And that's where the friendships come in too. And then it turns to love. Self-employment, a career based on your passion. Trying something new, balancing work and play. And I just got, you know, it's like, I'll do that, and everything will be, I'll be able to do that and when I do this. Or, you know, it's like until. I'll do this until I've got this done. I'll wait. Sorry. It's like when I get this done, I'll do that. Like when the kids leave school, when this happens, when that happens, when this happens, when that happens, it's like, nah, today, do something your inner child really wants to do. So it might be photography, right? It might be something you go back to your childhood and think what you did and ask Jesus in. He'll help you find hobbies that really, as one of my friends says, floats your boat. What floats your boat, Gemini? That's what we want to know. What floats your boat? So we're going to do a snapshot here and see what are you going to do around this love situation, this friendship turning to love, and this reconciliation from a soulmate coming back in. So you've got to make a choice now at the spirit level. And then your soul will align with your body if you talk to your inner child and your heart. Does that make sense? These two just fell out. So it looks like the inner child's not happy, crying, because see how it's in the moon but in the womb? So it's the inner child. And you think, what was your dream as a child? What was it, your desire? You know, when you desire something, and they're saying in relationship, you like to be desired. That's one of your top needs, if you like. So working out your needs and your deal breakers, or doing your Soulmate Reiki with me, it's a workshop. We go through that first, and then you spend 2 hours just personally with me for your attunement, and that is a frequency upgrade. And we do a soul call, sends out a soul call to your soulmate, and they come within your vibration. It's like magnetic. Only can do Soulmate Reiki when you're ready, right? And then it happens. And it looks like here, if you do this yearning desire, find out what your inner child wants and try to make them happy, then it's like 1 week's time, your energy goes to an all-time high and you're feeling sexy and, you know, magnetic and vibrant and inspired. It's actually a gift, inspiration. So 1, 2, 3, they're going to make me making me do stuff. The pile, do 3. So we're going to do a layout here for you. It's the next 4 weeks and have a little look. So go past, present, future. This is where you are right now, and this is the energy or people around you, and this is your hopes and fears, and then the final outcome. So what we do is we pick that up and we go, wow, you let it go. You chose this. I think you just did it with me. So congratulations for those of you who repeated those words out loud after me before about, dear God, because that was you choosing. Wow. Happens so quickly. I think we have to do years of therapy, and it's like that, because you're ready. Because here it seems like your fear is when you don't know what to say, don't know who to say it to, and you don't know your next step. Cautious progress here, right? Listen. No talking, less talking, more solitude. See that? Solitude. No one around you. Because everything you think about that you could do, it's like going to blow up in your face. This is like being in a minefield. It's got to be cautious. You've got to wait until the minds get turned off, and you can get up then and you can walk out clearly knowing where you're going, because you're sitting in the past and letting it go. So sometimes it doesn't feel that good, because you are healing. There's a big message that you are healing, and a lot of you heal with your kind words and advice. A lot of you are counselors, and here is the feminine energy. This is receiving. This is, you have to balance the receptive mode here, because it's a test of courage, because you're not used to it. So it's like, well, if I don't give it, and then, it's not going to happen. So it's like, if I don't go after it and make it happen, it's not going to happen. This is different. This is like drawing it in. Surrender. I matter. In fact, my happiness, my inner child, and my heart's happiness are my priority, because they're not going to be anybody else's. And this is mother energy, also feeling loved, and that's when you start nurturing your inner child. This is the mothering as well. Maybe as children you didn't get the mother energy that you needed, so Mother Mary's here for you too. And there's definite success, Gemini. Gosh, you just pull it off, don't you? It's like, flip it. Success, a different phase begins. You've learnt all your lessons over here, they're saying, in this job or this relationship or whatever. It's like, the contract's up, there's a contract that's up, and here you're going, well, what's my next step? It's like, just get the download first, and have a pina colada, for goodness sake. Chill out. Looking good, Gemini, by the way. Hello. If I could whistle. So this is the outcome. Once you put the past to rest, this is enjoying, right, completion of that. You actually love it. You feel freer than you've ever felt in your entire life, which is very attractive, to the point where you go, oh, I feel so good. I don't really want a relationship to slow me down. And look, here comes the new contract. You get out of that other one very easily, and you might need legal advice, because you need to do it properly, because you've been hoodwinked in the past, and it was because of your own stupidity. That's all. So you're not a victim, but you're just not going to allow it. There's a big thing here about, I'm not going to allow people to use me, and so that's giving up the codependency. And look, money shows up in your bank account. This is a new idea of the hobby. It's like putting 2 or 3 things together, right? Your top skills, what you're really good at, and all that, and then putting it in and getting divine guidance around something. And this is an epiphany. And oh my gosh, yes, I never thought of that. It's like that. And then off you go. Look, got to get my hair done, because my hair is looking good. Gemini, your hair is looking good. You're looking really, really relaxed, chilled out after this, but you've got to get there. And they're saying the next week is no thinking, just fill up. The less you think, the better. It doesn't mean anything, just drop it and fill up. Try to not think of anything. Try to think of your thoughts as clouds going across the sky, and you're just watching them, knowing another one's going to come along. You don't have to hold on to them as another thought is never going to come along. And then you just allow it. When you ask for guidance, the thought feels good and it's repetitive, so it's never scary. That's your own negativity or lower vibrations hanging around you. When you're like this, very positive, very exciting. So hang in there. Don't do anything that your heart or your inner child don't want to do. And if you would like to connect a free shabam, you get a free upgrade in your shabam, we do a bit of healing in there, or whatever comes up. We actually access the Akashic records to see, and might be a recurring pattern, not just this life, in all lifetimes. So we can break it. Your shabam's really powerful. It's a meeting of your spiritual team. So a lot of times you're at an intersection in life, you have different guides for that intersection. So that's what a shabam is all about, finding out what they're there for, how they can assist you, and then getting guidance and healing and messages. Because I'm a Reiki master, your energy gets balanced and cleared and grounded and protected. So that's a really good option. Or have a look at activations if you're into healing, would like to be a self-healer or heal others. I love you, Gemini. Thanks so much for connecting. I really enjoy your comments, your insights. Ask me any questions and make them open for, us all to benefit. And, keep your life stories to reikibybella@gmail.com. I love you. I'll connect soon. And we ask Jesus to help you heal really quickly and bring him into your heart, because this is your only way out. And connect with me soon. Okay, thanks so much. Bye for now.